Melania Trump met Trump through Epstein. So I'm going to take you through everything that we've known up until this point, and then I'm going to show you the emails that reveal without a doubt that that is actually the case. And this goes much deeper than we ever could have imagined. Now, we all know that this has been out here for a while, because here is Hunter Biden saying what we all thought to be true, which is that Melania Trump met Trump through Epstein.
They knew each other well. They spent an enormous time together. According to his biographer, is that Jeffrey Epstein introduced Melania. That's how Melania and the First Lady and the President met.
That little snippet there was enough to set Melania Trump off. Now, if that weren't true, I kind of feel like you'd leave it alone. You wouldn't want to grab more attention to it. But there's a thing when something is true that it strikes a certain part of you that you feel like you have to defend. Perhaps it's ego. Regardless, Melania Trump responded to that by threatening to sue Hunter Biden over his Epstein claim. It says here, a letter from the First Lady's lawyers and addressed to an attorney for Hunter Biden demands he retract the claim and apologize or face legal action for over $1 billion in damages. It said the First Lady has suffered, quote, overwhelming financial and reputational harm because of the claim, he repeated. Okay. It also accuses the youngest Biden son of having a vast history of trading on the names of others and repeating the claim to draw attention to himself. Oh my God. Like, if that's not something every single Trump has done the entire life. After this moment, Hunter Biden said the perfect response.
Ladies and gentlemen, the day of presidential litigation has arrived. It's lawsuit time. In my hand is a legal demand letter addressed to Mr. Hunter Biden from the First Lady of the United States, demanding a retraction of Channel 5's video called Hunter Biden Returns, in which Mr. Biden here makes some speculative comments about the relationship between Jeffrey Epstein, Melania Trump, and Donald Trump. He didn't make these claims out of nowhere. They come from another journalist named Michael Wolff, who is a biographer that actually spoke to Jeffrey Epstein. But now here we are. And I've got $1 billion document in my hands because Mrs. Trump is seeking $1 billion in damages if we don't take the video down. And if Hunter here doesn't issue a formal apology to Mrs. Trump. We're here maybe to give you the platform to apologize to the First Lady for your statements that you made about her possible connection to Jeffrey Epstein.
Fuck that. That's not going to happen. Melania's lawyers sent me a letter saying they're going to sue me for $1 billion. My response to that was, please do. In court, I would have the right to, number one, depose the person that's suing me, and that would be the individual Melania Trump. And I would have the right to subpoena and depose and seek discovery from every single person in their circle that would or potentially have knowledge about the genesis of the relationship between Donald Trump and Melania and their relationship with Jeffrey Epstein.
He basically called her bluff. Now, what's interesting, that lawsuit, it never materialized. This was, when is this? November this all happened. When is this? August. Not one lawsuit filed. So what these Trumps like to do is they like to throw their weight around. They like to throw their power around. They try to make people feel really small. They try to intimidate them so that they stop speaking up. But Hunter Biden is at least has a big enough of a name and enough of a platform that when he got those threats, he was able to say, make me. And it turns out Melania Trump backed down because she never sued. Now, but the interesting thing is, I wonder if what he's saying there is true. She wouldn't sue because discovery would be so bad and it would reveal everything that is coming out today. Now, I want to remind you, too, that this is the person who directed Melania's movie. This man is Brett Ratner. He also directed Rush Hour. He's a big Hollywood guy, okay? Over this past week, you wouldn't believe who was out in the Epstein files. Yes. This man, the director of Melania's movie. I feel like, what is that meme where like the guy's staring at all the charts and all the strings are connected and everything? I feel like this is so connected in a way that we can't even fully comprehend. I mean, it's just so, is it funny? Is it ironic? I don't know what it is. But QAnon, which was a conspiracy theory that said there was an elite cabal of people who run the world, who put children into sex slavery, and it was all organized in a pizza shop. Turns out it was kind of true. There really is an elite group of people all connected, who run the world, and did unthinkable things to young children. The difference is that QAnon alleged that it was Hillary Clinton, and of course, the person who was in the center of a lot of this are the Trumps. Now, here's one of these emails. This is to Jeffrey Epstein, okay? As you're reading this, ask yourself, why would someone lie in a personal email to Epstein? I simply cannot believe this story. No one called it. We all thought she'd win. You must be happy, though. I remember flying back with Donald on his plane. The first weekend I went to visit you in Florida was the weekend he met Melania, and he kept on coming out of the bedroom saying, wow, what a hot piece of ass, nuts. Anyway, hope you're enjoying Saudi. Now we have this that just came out today. Now, obviously, a lot of redactions here. Now, what interestingly is not redacted, this is about ID models. Paulo Zimpoli, was trying to buy elite models with Epstein. And it says here, randomly, Epstein introduced Melania Trump to Donald Trump. Now, again, why would this be in here as a lie? Obviously, there's some there between the fact Melania's reaction to the allegations, the fact that we have a biographer that's not Michael Wolff who said as much. Now, there was a book that was meant to come out about Prince Andrew. And in that book, this biographer said that Melania met Trump through Epstein. Now, what Melania did was she actually sued the publisher so that that book could not get released here in the States and that it would be reprinted. And here's what he had to say.
So here we are with him in Mar-a-Lago, as you see with Epstein. Sorry, can you see okay? Epstein, a woman called Gwendolyn Beck, who Andrew took to the island, and Melania. I had various references in my book to Melania Trump. Epstein had actually been her lover before Trump, but Trump didn't like that in the book, so he ordered it to be taken out of the book. After about 60,000 copies had been printed. So it seemed to be a pretty pointless gesture, but anyway, our publishers did it, but I keep spreading the word.